Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a monthly reset video, and I haven't done one of these on here before, but it's something that I personally do every single month just to really get my head back around what's kind of coming up and what tasks and things I really need to start prioritizing. So this is going to be a fun one because we're already in November. Could you believe? Like, it is literally almost the end of the year and I have so much to do. I have been feeling so anxious, especially because work has really ramped up. There's a lot of kind of project demands and deadlines and things coming into the end of the year, and I just have a ton of personal things and other goals to do with YouTube and my other business and things that I'm really trying to get done as well. So I have been feeling a little bit of a mix of burnt out. I am really overwhelmed, and none of us pretty much have had a holiday in 2 years. So there's also that as well, because I'm definitely used to kind of having those periods where I could just go away, completely do nothing for an entire month and really just allow myself to relax, unwind and sort of reset for like the busy period towards the end of the year. But I haven't sort of had that chance. So I'm going to do this with you guys today because I have so much that I want to get through. So I have picked up a sparkly pen and I've got my notepad and I've written down a ton of things that I wanted to go through in this video. So I have my monthly calendar, which is where I kind of lay out everything so I can really visually see what I'm going to be doing. I want to do some goal setting. I have journaling to catch up on because I bought the 5-minute journal and I definitely haven't been sticking to it every day. I have some budgeting and tax things that I want to show you guys how I put my budget together for every month, just so that I'm kind of being able to stick on top of like savings goals and things like that. I have my general to-do list, which I will call like the forgotten to-do list, because I feel like you have your weekly things that you need to get through, and then there's just this like overarching list of stuff that's like, yeah, like I'll do it next week. And now it's almost the end of the year, so I really want to grab a couple of those items and sort of chip away at them as well. I need to do some cleaning, so I guess we'll call it spring cleaning because we're not quite in summer yet. So I've put on like a nice little spring themed dress with a bunch of flowers on it, so we'll duck around and do a bit of cleaning. I want to reset my wardrobe for the new season as well. I want to show you what I'm currently reading, which is really great because I have definitely got back into reading again, and I've got some really great books that I want to share with you guys, which could also kind of double as really great Christmas gifts as well. I feel like books is something we always sort of forget about, but a lot of people would really love to have a book voucher or to be able to go in and browse or get a great recommendation from a friend. So that is what I'm doing for you guys. And the last couple of ones are just around like my sleep schedule, my workout schedule, and just some kind of general health stuff. So we have a lot to do and I'm going to need some snacks. So I might go and grab some like frozen mango or something from my fridge and we can get straight into it. So just a super quick reminder, if you are new here, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be doing Vlogmas this year, so we're going to talk about that as well. And there will be so much content coming your way in December. So definitely make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on any of that. Now, first things first, snacks and the monthly calendar. All right, so we've got our snacks. I've been loving having frozen mango lately. I don't know, there's just something about it that gives me that real summer vibe, and I just find it so refreshing to eat. So this is my monthly calendar. It was just from Kmart actually. They had really cheap ones at the beginning of the year. So maybe I'll get myself a fancier one for next year. But here it is for November. If you can believe, we're already flipping over into the second last month of the year. So I like to use this to plan out just about everything. So I'm going to go and grab some highlighters because I find color coding is the easiest way to kind of put the different priorities in there in terms of my Instagram content, my YouTube videos, social events and things, what days I'm going to be at work, and any kind of content that is due on a particular date. Then there is also social events, which we love. So I'm going to pop all of those in there. There's also a section on the side here for goals, notes, and a general to-do list as well. If you watched my desk organization video, you would have seen me pick these up, and they are pastel colored highlighters, which I absolutely love. So I'm going to use these to populate the calendar, and I'll give you an update when I'm done. now that we've got that done, I just wanted to jump back in here quickly and thank today's video sponsor, which is Parafoya. And if you like all of the beautiful little pieces of jewelry that you see me wearing quite often, a lot of them are from this brand because I just absolutely love their style and so many of their pieces. So this is the gorgeous packaging that it comes in. It's all pink and girly themed, and they have these lovely little pouches to protect your jewelry. So they are having a huge sale on a lot of their discontinued items, and I do have 2 of those on. I'm wearing these, I've got 3 rings. This little ribbed one is a new ring from their range. This gorgeous little mother of pearl and gold one is discontinued, as is this one as well. And I love a good statement ring. I think it can really bring an outfit to life. So there is a huge discount, I think up to 70% off a bunch of those items. And I also have my standard code, which is emma20, that gets you 20% off their normal range as well. So that is where I got this beautiful pendant necklace from, and I absolutely love this piece as well. I think they have so many beautiful and unique pieces, and a lot of mine have lasted a really long time as well. So if you're looking to update your jewelry collection and get a couple of beautiful pieces to style up with your summer outfits, then I'm going to leave all of the details in the description box down below, and you can head on over to the Parafoya website. So this was the result of doing a little bit of monthly planning. I've got my calendar all organized for November now. So a couple of different colors mean different things. On the blue, that is my YouTube videos that are coming out. So I'm trying to work with a new schedule. Sometimes it's been a little bit haphazard, so I've just kind of done 3 videos a week or 2 videos a week, 1 video, whatever. So I want to do a new upload schedule, which will be Mondays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. each day. So that is marking out for all of November to make sure that I've got some ideas prepared, and then I know that the videos will be scheduled in. I also have in the orange here a weekly check-in every single week. So that is so I can get organized and reset for the work week ahead. So I just find sitting down on a Sunday evening is the best time for me to do that. And that is also when I do some other kind of life admin, like my groceries and things like that. Then in the green here, for every single Tuesday of the month, I want to be doing an Instagram post. So unfortunately there are 5 Tuesdays in November, so that is quite a lot of posts to get together, as well as all of this other stuff. And I do also work full time, so keep that in mind. I'm currently balancing my content calendar and my life with full-time work. So this is the easiest way for me because I can even pre-shoot and schedule some of these in. Then in the pink, I've got some appointments. So I have a appointment with a doctor, and then with the foster place that I get my foster animals from. And then also down here, I have a cosmetic appointment. So that is something I'm really looking forward to because I haven't had any of those kind of appointments for so long with all of the lockdown. Then here in the yellow, I just have space left free every Saturday for social events. So unfortunately, this one was meant to be a good friend's wedding, but it got cancelled. So I'm keeping all of my weekends free and open at the moment. So that is really exciting because as soon as people start to get back to me, I can book those in. And it really helps me to have everything so visual as well, because otherwise I will genuinely forget. The other 2 I've got are some work events. This one is the social media one, and then this one is with my actual work. So that is all organized and really nicely put together now for the month ahead. And I really do think using a couple of highlighters and things to really color code everything is very handy as well. And then I've also popped in here that I'm going to be getting a new tattoo. So I've done a design for that, and it's just a very small, minimal kind of one, but I need to book that in. And then I have a couple of other small things to do here as well, like pre-filming some of my Vlogmas videos. I want to book a trip home to the Gold Coast, and I want to finish the book that I'm currently reading. So that is the month of November as a snapshot. I wanted to show you guys what I am reading and journaling about at the moment. So one of the books that I'm reading, which is really, really enjoyable and something that I've absolutely been loving, is this. So Monocle is also a magazine, so you may have heard of them before. They do have a couple of different books in their range, and this one really caught my attention. So it's the Monocle Book of Gentle Living, which is a guide to slowing down, enjoying more, and being happy. And some of the things in here are just so beautiful. It talks about little rituals that you can integrate into your life, and there are some cooking things, some housing projects, and things just about really making your home a slow and lovely place to inhabit, and just really reprioritizing what the important things are in life. And I think everyone could kind of get behind this after the year that we've all been through. So loving this, and I am about a third of the way through, so I really want to get this finished by the end of the month. Next thing I'm doing is the 5-minute journal. You've probably seen this absolutely everywhere, so this has become a real part of my ritual, but as you can see, it's a little bit dusty because I didn't end up using it last month, so I need to get back in the habit of integrating this every single day. There is just a page for the morning and the evening, and yet again it only takes 5 minutes, so there's really no excuses as to why I can't stick to this. So I'm going to fill out today's morning slot now. And lastly, I have been doing some self-development this year. So this is another one that I will aim to finish by the end of the year. And it's called Change Your Thinking to Change Your Life by Kate James. And this book is pretty amazing so far. There's a lot in here. So I've been using this little black moleskin journal to take all of my notes down. So that is a separate kind of journaling I'm doing with a real intention for self-development, whereas the 5-minute journal is just something to get down like my daily gratitudes and thoughts. Hope you guys are enjoying following along with the day so far. I've definitely ticked off a couple of items, which is really making me feel so relaxed, and it's such a wholesome activity doing a monthly reset as well. I think it's just really mature to kind of, get your life together, look at different areas, and it takes a lot of that stress off. Like prior to sitting down today, I was feeling extremely anxious, and I can already feel a little bit of calm kind of washing over me. So really happy with my progress there. The next two things I'm going to do is a little bit of general goal setting. And when I say that, I do use my little moleskin journal because I find that it's the best way to keep me accountable. But they're also kind of private goals as well, like whether it be about, I would say you can kind of break it into the 3 categories, right? It's like mind, body, and soul. And like your mind is about mental health, self-development, things that really bring you joy, and whether that be socializing or other kind of aspects, there are definitely a lot of goals that have to do with the mind. Then with my body, it would be about getting back into the gym and really prioritizing movement in a way that is satisfying to me. So I have just finished a 30-day Pilates challenge, which I was doing with the Pilates class. So really enjoyed that, but more so going to enjoy being back in a real gym and really pushing myself. So that is just a personal goal that I'm really looking forward to. And then in terms of the soul, I think it's really just things that fill up your cup. So whether that be donating to people who are in need over Christmas, so potentially you might want to put together a hamper or something for those who are less fortunate, or you could go through your wardrobe and do a bit of a clean out and donate some clothing. But there are tons and tons of things that we can all do as our personal goals. And a really big personal goal of mine is to grow this channel. So I would love to hit 10K early in the new year. And I would really, really love if you would share my channel with your friends, because I do put a lot of time and effort into creating the content here. And it's just about finding your niche and really drawing in an audience. So I do believe that is a very similar concept for any of you who might own your own businesses, or you're looking to develop a brand or just your personal brand. And it's all about being really authentic and being able to connect in a way where you can, really get that message out there to the world and kind of add value. So that is what I really aim to do when I'm making videos for you guys, is just to be adding a little bit of joy and value to your day. So I hope that you feel that way when you watch things on my channel. But that is kind of my main goal. So I'm just going to spend a little bit of time writing those down for the month ahead. And then I have found this little notebook from the archives, which just says the hit list. And I'm going to use this to do my general to-do list tasks on. So those are all those kind of pain in the butt things, whether they take 5 minutes or a full day, but it's just stuff that really needs to get done. And I want to make sure that I'm not putting it off any longer, because once we're into December, it's just going to be full steam ahead until Christmas. So I want to make sure I can finish this, then I will pop it on the fridge behind me so that I can kind of get a little bit of a gentle daily reminder of those things to get done. Onto a slightly more serious subject now. So I've popped on my glasses because I'm going to be doing a little bit of computer work, but basically my plan is I am doing my tax actually in advance for the first time in my life. So I'm very proud of myself, but I just realized it is really not sustainable to wait until basically September, October every year and then panic because I have to do an entire Excel spreadsheet, try and find an accountant and get everything all done and try to not forget any of my expenses or my income. And now that it's a little bit more complicated with having a second income with YouTube and just some expenses around that, I wanted to make sure I was keeping on top of it from day dot. So I have created an Excel spreadsheet where I'm doing all of my expenses, my income, and then my general income from my job and things as well. So it's been a lot easier to keep track of it this way. And because I started doing that, I got really inspired and I ended up doing a budget one as well. So I'll give you guys a quick preview of that. And yeah, I guess if you're interested, I can send you some templates, but it's easy for you to find them on places like Canva, or if you just do a quick Google and stuff as well. It's nothing totally awe-inspiring. It's just quite a standard monthly budget thing, but it really does help me keep on top of my expenses and know how much I'm going to be able to pop into savings as well, because saving money has definitely been a new priority of mine this year. And it's been a lot easier to keep on top of because we haven't been traveling anywhere. So let's get into that and then we can get on to the final few tasks. The next thing I have been prioritizing is a little bit on my phone. So this is the beautiful setup I've got at the moment. I have this little calendar thing here. I have a running Pinterest board. I've got the weather app. I have my little star sign, and then I sort of have a little bit of a word of the day. Then down here is my most recent podcast. I was just listening to this one by Emma, which was really great. And then if I go to this page, it is all of my most used apps. So in the clock one, I have been setting up my usual morning alarms that can be quite chaotic. So they're sort of depending on what time I get up. Because we've been in lockdown, I have been getting up at a later time. So my old sleep clock, if I go up here for the sleep and wake, it's set to 7 a.m. But I need to change this now because now that we are getting back to work, it is going to be 6 a.m. for me, sad. So I need to make sure that I can get to my 6 a.m. Pilates class, which I walk to. So I really need to be prioritizing getting to sleep a little bit earlier. So let's make that 5:45, maybe 10:45. That's 7 hours. I really probably need to be getting to bed at like 10, don't I? Damn. It's really difficult to get back into schedule. There we go. So that will be my new sleep schedule. I'm going to save that, and that is going to be me from next week, really being tired, relying on coffee and getting back into my new schedule. I really prefer to use this app as well because it has a nice calming alarm instead of the crazy one that really gives me anxiety. second last thing I need to do is get out here and hang up my washing. So I've got a bunch of washing drying out on my balcony. So that is a task for slightly later, because right now, as you can see, it is a beautiful sunny day. So I'm going to grab one of my books, head on down to the park and go and do some reading in the sun. That is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for following along with me on my little monthly reset. I hope this gave you a little bit of inspiration for getting a bunch of things organized around your home for your personal life and your work life, and just kind of making everything flow on a lot smoother. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.